Now to the opioid epidemic plaguing the Suncoast. Already this year, the Bradenton Police Department has responded to 221 suspected drug overdose calls, and 15 of those were fatal. Now Governor Rick Scott is joining Bradenton PD in the fight to put an end to the opioid epidemic once and for all. ABC 7's Erica Jackson explains what the governor will ask all lawmakers to do.
Florida already received $27 million this year in federal grant money to fight the opioid epidemic. And now Governor Rick Scott wants to set aside another $50 million.
I've met so many families across Florida who are dealing with drug abuse.
For Governor Rick Scott, the fight against drug abuse is personal, admitting some members of his family have fallen victim.
It's horrible for that person, but it's hard on an entire family. It's hard on all their friends.
Governor Scott believes every person in Florida knows someone impacted by the opioid epidemic, which is why he will propose legislation during the upcoming session to combat opioid abuse. Governor Scott plans to fight unlicensed pain management clinics, require education courses to prescribe opioids, mandate participation in the Florida Prescription Drug Monitoring Program, and limit opioid prescriptions to 3 days, with strict conditions for patients in need of a 7-day supply.
I think it's a good idea as far as if somebody has an accident or something like that, that they scale down the quantities they give them.
Jerry Stanhope is constantly reminded of the fatal effects of the opioid epidemic. She lost her son and 4 other relatives to opioid abuse, but she says her husband legally uses opioids for chronic pain and hopes current patients won't be impacted by the legislation.
They would have to go to the doctor then once a week to get it, or even more if it's only going to be a couple of days at a time. Some of these people are working people. They can't do that.
Governor Scott also wants the state to invest $50 million to fund substance abuse treatment and counseling and recovering services.
I definitely believe we need more treatment centers, and we need free ones for the people that really want to get cleaned up and don't have insurance and don't have money, which most of them don't.
Governor Scott believes this proposal will limit the chance of drug addiction and reduce the ability for these drugs to spread around our community. Reporting in Bradenton, Erica Jackson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.